We also have got Blood for Blood, so so I've got troll gifts, so I can keep regenerating. I can keep regenerating battering ram, but also I could Blood for Blood on top of it. So that's fine. You know what? At this point, kill them all, Yugi. I mean, technically, I could transfusion. Hello, Gomez here for the Land Up channel again. Another deck for you today. This one is actually one involving battering ram and troll, which is troll gifts. I need to troll chant then. But anyway, let's get into this. So the deck is called Ramming Regen. It's actually really funny because the whole concept of it is that it's working off of getting battering ram, putting regen on top of it with troll gifts, but also we do have some Scargrounds action going on. So any damage that the battering ram sustains in all of its batterings is actually going to be giving it even more damage as well. Obviously, because we're running Scargrounds and troll gifts, we are running Brom. I'm also running Vladimir in this deck, and which is Katarina. Now, the original concept of this deck actually didn't involve Brom at all. It was actually Katrina with Vladimir. I was running a full set of Vladimirs. But the problem is that I was finding that, so I tried that and it just didn't work. Like literally Vladimir, when he was dropping, it was just like basically dying most of the time, or if not, our opponent, like, I don't know, like, it's really hard to explain, but Brom just has that ability of once he gets on the board, because he gets on that board that turn earlier, as well as the fact that his thing becomes take heart, like his spell becomes take heart, that becomes really useful for different situations. Although Vladimir's spell is also useful in that transfusion is an amazingly good spell, and that's why we run 3 of them in a deck. It didn't click. I don't know what happened, but something didn't click properly in there. And so this deck works a lot better with just one copy of Vlad, because you want that in there because he is, in the late game, just that continuous drain, especially when you start rallying forward with either Katarina or Shampoo. It's just such an amazing feel. The reason that we're running this is obviously battering ram only starts going up plus attack every single time you attack, so you need to be attacking in order for it to do it, so you need to have that rally ability. So that's why we run Shampoo, and that's why we run her, as well as the fact that because we're rallying, we are also running some Legionnaire Marauders, because why the hell not? We do have a couple of Blood for Bloods, which do help either make more copies of these guys or making more copies of Battering Ram, depending on what the situation is. Scargrounds just works so well in this deck. We've got a little bit of draw coming in from Shared Spoils, as well as the Avarosan Sentry. Like, his whole purpose is to die. I'm not gonna lie, his whole purpose is to die. But you could also use a transfusion off of a Sentry to buff somebody if needed and get a bit of draw, or if you want to be helping level Vladimir, obviously you can do things like going off a Brom or whatnot. But bear in mind that once Scargrounds is on the board, those transfusions just actually become like really nice, because whoever you're doing, you're giving tough to and then giving somebody additional stats at burst speed. So it's just an amazing deck. Couple of culling strikes in there to be able to deal with a few different problems that you could have, be it Ezreal, what's his face, Moonman, or Teemo. So the Assessor's also in there for a bit of draw, because at a point, once Scargrounds is on the board, if it stays on the board long enough and you have things like Battering Ram that are continuously going up, you've got Vladimir, you've got Brom, you've got like certain things that once they start taking damage and the Scarground starts buffing them up, this is actually a very nice form of draw, and that's why I like this deck. Battering Ram, all the games that you're going to be seeing was from when I streamed. It was a lot of really good stream, really good fun time. So making sure, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. If you're not already following it over on Twitch and you want to come catch this action live, please feel free to. Links are all down below, and the times that are stated on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays are UK time. There's also a Discord link down below, and if you want to see the loveliest Aurelian Soul shirt that I'm wearing of Screw the Rules, I have Celestials. The merch link is also down below, but do not feel obliged at all to get involved in any of that. I just want to say thank you to everyone who supports me, everyone who is already following, who's already subscribing, or if you haven't already done that and are considering doing it, just honestly, the overwhelming support is what keeps me going. So honestly, thank you all so much. I've got an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers on YouTube and Twitch. I honestly feel like we're nearly at 2,000. Like we can make this. I believe in the ability of us working as a team to do this. But honestly, Thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoyed the games that happened when I was streaming. So, into them! As our opponent is playing an Anivia deck, which you do love, the Anivia deck, right? I need to find Scargrounds. I need to find Scargrounds quickly, because Scargrounds does actually mean that Anivia's damage is meaningless, like until she levels up, right? When she levels up, then it becomes a little bit more substantial. But until they level up, we'd be okay. So I just need to survive. It's perfectly fine. Do not worry. We attack. I wish that I had 1 extra point of mana right now, so that I could do. Or maybe. Okay, the extra point of mana wouldn't have mattered for the shared spoils. It's okay. Getting close to Brom. Getting close to Brom. Leave it. See, I could throw her down. Oh, is it too much of a gamble? What would our potential avalanche? I think it's too much of a gamble to throw her down right now. I wait. I've got no way of protecting her. There's certain things in this deck that might be able to protect her if I get them. So just let Brom do his thing. I need to find Scargrounds. I need to find Scargrounds quickly, because Scargrounds is actually going to be the thing that really helps me. No, Scorwins, how are you doing? Oh, not Scorwins, how are you doing? Oh, no. Brom does not deserve to go out like that. How dare you? But how's your streams been going? Hope all is well with you. I do apologize. I appear to be getting a little bit of a sore throat and whatnot. That's what happens when you talk like a loud, obnoxious son of a bitch. And also, you know what else I've realized? With all my prep work and everything like that, I forgot to set up my stream properly. So, haha, there we go. Now we've got mood lighting. That's what we need. We must set the atmosphere and the mood. When you're thinking to yourself that you could just throw out, like, I'm gonna regret this. I'll live to regret this. I was like, I live to regret this. I already know I'm gonna live to regret this. Avalanche hits. Unspeakable horror. Grasp of the Undying. Okay, right. Give me Scargrounds. Give me. I mean, to be fair, I want to be playing my Battering round next turn, but give me Scargrounds. That'll do. It's not Scargrounds, but you know, you gotta work with what you got.
Here in your time.
Bird Lady. I attack Bird Lady directly. I mean, to be fair, I do actually have a Culling Strike.
Protect this place.
Okay. See, you think that you're going to gluttony into a rekindler, but you'd be wrong! Good day, Bird Lady! Just stopping their gluttony move that would have gone into a rekindler, which would have summoned another one of her. Yeah, none of that, but there is now a dead Anivia in the stack, which means that every single time they use rekindler, we're in problems. Mr. Joker, how you doing? Hello! When you... Oh, it's like...
Never.
I've got a transfusion. Okay. I throw at the egg. The egg must die. I'll take out the thing of it is that by taking out the egg, okay, right, their ability for avalanche has gone down. I was gonna say, by killing the egg, there's the chance of avalanche. Right. I don't think there's anything in that deck that punishes me playing the Marauder right now. We go forward. I've got to go forward. We've got so Ruination. We've got like so many things which beg that we have to go forward right now, because if we don't go forward, then it would be sadly done. So we literally have to go forward immediately. If they play, as long as they play past Ruination, we're fine, because we can then play Katrina again and rally and go forward again. But we have to see whether or not the Ruination gets played. We just have to wait. Once they hit past 9 mana, we're okay. It's just, do they? Or they might just use Ruination immediately now. It's like, do they use Ruination? If they use Ruination, we then throw Katrina down and still go forward. Like, Aphelios, so Moonman Viktor, and this time we actually have Scargrounds. We keep that, so we're gonna keep 1 Battering Ram and Scargrounds, and hopefully that's all we're going to need. The pieces of the Millennium Puzzle, they come together! Okay.
See the Demacian border.
See the Demacian border from here? Go, Sentry! Can I have the deck code? Of course you can. After this match, I shall post the deck code into chat. So yeah, after this match, I shall post it in chat, Mr. Joker. Do not try. If you want this ridiculously stupid deck code, of course you may have it. We throw Scargrounds out. So one of these goats will do 3 damage in, but we're playing the long con. I mean, admittedly, we've got so long to wait until Battering Ram. I've got so long to wait until Battering Ram, but it's okay. All we've got to do, if I can keep myself somewhat okay, I can heal my core. So what I've got to do is live. Okay, Culling Strike. I want to kind of keep, like, so this is potentially the chance that they drop Viktor down. So I actually kind of want to keep the chance of Culling Strike. So I'm gonna play this because it's like it's a counter to Goat, as well as the fact that Culling Strike is still left open. If I would have played this, I wouldn't have had the mana for Culling Strike. So I want to keep that open so that if Viktor or Moonman drops, then okay. Now part of me's thinking, do I wait until they've used the mana for Hex Core? Because technically that's then them used an extra point of mana. I mean, we'll see. There you go. So they've used it before that keyword hits and could potentially be what's his face? Before this keyword hits and potentially be Spell Shield, we use the Culling Strike now because therefore they don't get that. Plus they've used that extra point of mana. We then attack forward. We then attack forward with this because they can't power cascade past this now. Basically, force them to use that 1 extra point of mana, got them away from a power cascade move they could have used on top of the goat. Okay, so we could throw down this over here. A true Felurian welcome!
True Felurian welcome.
How you doing, Sir Well, hello there. Hello there indeed. How you... Oh! Yes, it's okay. Battering Ram, and so it begins. And so it begins. Soon, Katarina, soon I will feed you the world. We also have got Blood for Blood, so so I've got troll gifts, so I can keep regenerating. I can keep regenerating Battering Ram, but also I could Blood for Blood on top of it. So that's fine. You know what? At this point, kill them all, Yugi. I mean, technically, I could transfusion. So I could transfusion off of this into this just so that we kill the goat. Does mean that I can't use my what's his face, but it does mean that I secure a better board. That's gonna end up having tough. I can take that dying and get a little bit of draw off of it. So yeah, I can live with those decisions. But Blood for Blood and Troll Gifts to be able to just make this Battering Ram continuously regen. What the fuck? I just realized. Yes, no, we are playing. So last Dutch hero, I am playing a Battering Ram Katrina with Scargrounds deck, which is okay. You know what? They really wanted to kill that guy Lead Cabin team. They literally threw all their resource into killing him. Because no, he cannot live. Right. Okay, so. The thing is,
oh yeah, that's a pretty
I want her to go on the board and live, so I'm gonna throw troll. I'm just gonna throw troll gifts on this immediately now. I could throw Vladimir out, but I'm gonna wait and see what my opponent does, because if they get themselves past, so she's still vulnerable and Vladimir's still vulnerable because Vladimir can still be killed by what's his face the thermal beam. I think that deck might run a thermal beam. My main concern is the fact they're running Moonman Graviton. Graviton actually becomes a significant problem. Okay, so we throw one Katrina out. One Katrina. Because basically, if we can force any removal. Okay, they had no removal for her right now. And also, we've got the ability to Culling Strike. We can Culling Strike Viktor. but one Katrina. If they gem Viktor, Viktor gets out of culling strike range, so I kind of have to culling strike now. But one Viktor. And then we go forward again. Oof! Not so fast, Viktor, you swine! I have the Katrina blade!
Just a minute.
So, that is, that's that problem dealt with. And then now we can go forward again, and GG's. Am I right, Joey? Why Legends of Runeterra isn't as popular anymore? Not even one would you, I mean, it's one of those things where it's building an audience at this moment in time. I mean, that was an amazing end, but it's building an audience at this moment in time. Right, we're back on Ezreal. Back on Ezreal Teemo. Ezreal Teemo. Potentially get rid of the troll gifts right now. Keep these two. What I need is Culling Strike. Against this deck, Culling Strike is definitely one of my cards that are crucially needed. Or either that or Scargrounds, so I can at least start getting Brom so that he can start getting rid of their elusive bumholes.
Another day in the field.
I mean, you always know that statistically, their chances go up the second that there's turn 1 Teemo. Statistically, their chances go through the roof when Teemo immediately hits in, and those mushrooms start corrupting your deck. It's okay. I don't believe in statistics. I don't believe in statistics.
Let's have some fun.
Potential immediate mystic shot over here, or get excited over here. I mean, I've got to do it. I've got to just go bold because I've got no other option but to go bold. I could have technically immediately gone forward and then gone into a shared spoils. Like that was actually a legitimate option, or I could have thrown out the Aversion Sentry and then gone into a shared spoils by attacking forward. So I think get excited, or okay, here we go. Mystic shot to at least remove him had to be done. Had to be done. Potentially we see a get excited move as well. See, I should have kept that extra mana so that there was the option for there. So maybe actually playing the Sentry was the better move then, because we know they're playing a targety deck. They're playing like Ezreal and whatnot, so expect targets. So I should have probably thrown out the Aversion Sentry going into shared spoils, so that I knew that some damage was going in, and then we at least would have got a bit of draw, bit of buff going in the deck, so we would have been somewhat okay. But okay, it's fine, don't worry about it. If I've learned anything, it's like just stay cool, calm, and collected, and then the victories will come. Oh, that's not good. Oh.
I never use my goggles either.
Okay, so it's okay. I mean, it's not okay. It's not okay, and death is fast approaching. Death is very fastly approaching me right now. We passed the turn because I don't mind Mystic Shot going into her. Because if anything, that then means that I can shed spoils. I could also throw Brom out onto this field of play, but okay, right, they don't do anything. It's fine.
Got a mushroom with
I might.
Mushroom is best.
I mean, obviously,
with
they
cheese.
can freeze, but they told you to freeze. They can freeze Brom, or they could use Troll Chant. They can use a multitude of different things, even suit up to get past the move that I'm honest to God considering, but I feel that I have to at least give it a go. I don't think it's gonna work. There's no suit up in that deck. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm assuming that we're gonna see Frostbite, Troll Chance things. The fact that we've not got Scargrounds, as I said, is not looking good for me right now. The Scargrounds is such a crucial play in this deck. Not having it, I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best. Okay, slowly but surely, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Right, I've got at least. I'm expecting Troll Charm. I'm expecting Troll Charm, but I've got to do it. I've got to give it the go. I've got to give it a go. Okay, what? I mean, they've got another Teemo in hand, haven't they? They've got another Teemo in hand. That's why I didn't care. That's why I didn't bother to do anything. Okay, I can heal myself. I mean, admittedly, the fact they got a Peddler on the board, 10 mushrooms in the deck, Ezreal, primed and ready. It's not ideal. I'd be lying if I said that it was ideal. Scargrounds, come to me, Scargrounds. Scargrounds can mean that Brom we can start getting Brom up. But I need that Scargrounds to start making that happen. Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Heart of the cards! I mean, admittedly, I've still got many more problems. Potentially actually even throwing Battering Ram out this turn and then next turn Scargrounds. But I mean, if we throw Scargrounds, that means that if I defend with Brom, he's on his way. I could actually Scargrounds into which is Kylie's Tavern Keeper. I don't know why that always slips my tongue. Right, we throw Scargrounds out. So you're gonna die. You're gonna die most likely. It's a risk I was willing to take.
Charge!
You know when like you think to yourself, I could play her. You know when you think to yourself, I could play her, but I'm against a really targety deck, and so she's probably not going to live. I mean, to be fair, this now means I've left Brom vulnerable to a thermal. That's the words. I left Brom vulnerable to a thermal, which I probably should not have done. But as much as he wants to play you, okay, Brom's less likely to get thermaled right now. Oh, right, but we could. So admittedly, we're gonna start taking. Okay, transfusion can help me. So, and we've got a culling strike. Now you think to yourself, I could play this, but by playing this, it means that it takes me out of certain other moves. I'm gonna regret this.
Hey there, Knives.
I'm going to live to regret this. 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 I'm going to live to regret this.
A chill in the air.
That's okay. That's okay. Because I can still transfusion / throw a knife at her. So it's perfectly fine. We immediately go forward. We immediately go forward. And we transfusion off of Brom. Brom is on the job. Okay. And I grab you because at least I can remove you from the field of play. Potential get excited move there actually. I'll take you. Okay. So I do this. Potential frostbites and such. How close is Ezreal to leveling? Okay, he's halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We're making hearts swear. We want her to level because once she levels, we can start throwing Battering Ram out and the rally becomes useful. So we just need to get there. My life for Aretuza. That's fine. I don't mind that trade. I would accept that trade. I want to keep the Culling Strike option open. I could technically Culling Strike. I mean, technically I could throw a knife in this to save the Poro's life. But I'm willing to let it die. Let it die. Let it die. Do 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 do. I mean, I could technically. Right. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, there we go. Right. So. Boom, 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 boom. It's annoying that I don't get to kill the peddler. It's annoying that I don't get to kill the peddler, but I at least still get to do a little bit of damage into the peddler, which at least is something. It's not the best. It's not the best, but at least, you know, the strike happens, and obviously, like I didn't get to kill either one of those, but I've got a Culling Strike. We've got the ability to rally to keep going forward. Teemo is actually going to be my biggest obstacle right now, but it's okay. It's okay. Teemo's my biggest obstacle. Ow! 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 Culling Strike. We've got a Ram, which then means that next turn we could just throw out like loads of things. Or I could even throw Vladimir, because I mean Vladimir starts healing me. Okay, so you're gonna die. How close are your I mean that is the level up on Ezreal. I feel like we let them level first because if they've got another Ezreal in hand, they just play them right now. So I feel like we just let that happen. Because otherwise, then if we move too soon, so there's the because no matter what that happens, so we wait for the attack, throw you out, which still puts me in Culling Strike range, But obviously, I'm starting to get concerned about these peddlers.
It's not bragging if you could back it up.
Okay, we now do the culling strike. We now go for the culling strike because it just makes too much sense not to do. Potential counter here is if they run either suit up, which I've been told they don't, or Fury of the North. Fury of the North is potential counter. I hope they don't have it. Okay. They don't have it, it's fine. Pass the turn. So, the plan... Oh, Brum! Okay, we lose Brum, which is a big shame, because I really wanted to keep Brum alive, because it would have meant that I could have at least taken one of these off the board. Okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Culling strike again. Transfusion. Right, we go. I mean, technically I could play Vladimir, which at least that means that I get the chance of... Yeah, I feel like I play Vlad because it gives me the chance, because I can still throw Katrina out. I mean, admittedly, I could have thrown her out twice. So I could have thrown her out twice, but this gives me the ability to at least heal myself slightly, if nothing else. I mean, obviously, we know that our opponent is running a bunch of freezes. We know that that's a concern. But we go. We go like this. That's okay. That's okay. So, they might go for killing Vladimir. Blair. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We then Katrina. I mean, obviously, we do also have the ability to culling strike one of those off the field, but I feel like I leave my culling strike for Teemo or Ezreal. I honestly feel they're the better things. So I love Vladimir's style. Blah. So we throw Vladimir out. It's perfectly fine. Don't you worry, KO. I've got this. Maybe. Hopefully. Please. Please let me have this. So. Okay, troll chant. So does mean there's less options for them. I mean, obviously they do still have the ability. The thing is, they do still have the ability to kill Katrina right now with Get Excited. Like, Get Excited is a potential chance for kill, or Thermal, but we would still get the rally, which means that we still get to go forward again with Battering Ram. So or do we just go with an immediate? It's like, right, they're past that. They're past the point of that. They are literally just going all in on the Shroom plan right now. They are literally just going all in on the Shroom plan. It's just like, you know, sod it. We go. We put all the Shrooms in the deck. Okay.
Never.
And so, because they're going all in on that, literally, I have to go all in on this and go. So, I keep Vladimir back so that he regens. Yeah, we'll keep Vladimir back so that he regens. Potential brittle steel on Katrina. But yeah, no. At this moment in time, they have to do more. Okay, there we go. And then, I mean, technically, maybe we should have attacked forward with, like, according to how close they are to death, maybe we should have attacked forward with Vlad. But no, we wait, because now we go forward again. Now we go forward again. I mean, I've got, Battering Ram. I've got, yep. I mean, we go. We just got rally, and go. I mean, obviously, potential freezes, but we're forcing them, like, every single time, we're forcing their mana. We're forcing them to have to use mana to deal with the situations which are arising in front of them. As long as I keep culling strike to be able to deal with Teemo or Ezreal. There it is! There it is! Oh, and now I summon Exodia! We're against Kevin Zero. We've got, Kelvin Zero. I keep calling it Kevin, it's Kelvin. Or do we keep you? I might end up, I'm definitely keeping Scargrounds. I mean, that is, we're looking very into the late game right now. We're looking very much into the late game with this, but it's okay. So
I'll try anyone.
Oof. Okay. I mean, there's nothing I could have done there to stop that situation, so I'm okay with it. Potentially, I don't know whether or not their deck would run Crumble or I mean, so much of me wants to play you. So much of me wants to play you, but I've got literally no way of defending you. I'd rather play the Aretuza Sentry right now, because I don't mind this dying. Like, I mean, okay, so admittedly, you would have survived this. So, maybe I should have played you. There was me thinking that, like, you know, most things he's going to die to, but actually, he would have been fine. So, kindly keep, god damn it. I know that now that you're gonna die now. Now that I play you this turn, this is the turn that you die. A true Freljordian, welcome! Thank you so much for following the channel. Falcon Punch! I mean, yep, Mystic Shot. Falcon Punch! How you doing, Falcon? Hope all is well. Okay, right. They can do all of those things to all of them, but I mean, vengeance. They're gonna have vengeance, aren't they? Vengeance or ruination. Jerry bot as well, hitting me with Jerry. The audacity. They're gonna have ruination. They're gonna have ruination, or they're gonna have vengeance. They're prepared. They know what they're up against because they've literally watched me play this as I've been streaming, so they know exactly what they're up against. There it is. Vengeance. Okay. My options are getting very few and far between. Okay, Jerry bot goes at me again. Okay, potential still got ruination. Potentially go hard hits here. Okay, there we go. Right, so
welcome to the tipsy hour.
So the plan right now is we know that our opponent knows roughly what's going on. I mean, I could technically transfusion you so that you live. It's not worth it. I'd rather take the draw. But I could have transfusion that so it would have lived. Okay. So we throw Battering Ram. Out. I mean, see, the problem is Battering Ram just dies so easily to a vengeance or a ruination move. I'm actually gonna throw down you first. Okay. We bide our. That is somebody who's keeping that mana back because they're gonna ruination or they're going to vengeance. Like they know that we're keeping this back for those purposes. So that is somebody who's literally waiting for us to use one of our big things that we want to play on the board. That is what that is. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So they are now on the pack your bags version. So they're on the pack your bags version. It's okay.
Come on in.
I mean, there was literally no point in me doing that, but I just wanted to have more board presence. So those two cards there, at least one of them's got. Okay, the box. Ah, the box. Okay. I'm willing to take that damage. I could have technically thrown it in. I could have technically thrown what's his face on top of there, but that's fine. But yeah, no, I feel like one of those two cards is ruination. I don't know which one is ruination, but I feel like one of those two cards is ruination. See, look, they're passing because they're waiting for me to make the decision. I mean, literally right now, like the best move that I can do is just go forward. Like literally, like. Slowly but surely start to beat them down because they're going towards their the King Shield. Right, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. So we're at least gonna go for a rally move. Rally. There's less chances that they have. So I could throw down Katrina. Or I could just throw down Brom. Brom is on the job. So we throw Brom out, and then we have the ability to like transfusion or something to get ourselves so that we can force this Ledros elsewhere, and then force in enough damage. Okay. So we do have the abilities here. Part of me kind of wants to wait because that would do 1 damage in like, or do we just go, you know what, sod it. So I'm trying to work out what punishes. I'm trying to work out what punishes. I don't think anything punishes. We go. Well done. Yeah, we do that, and then that's done. Whew. I mean, we didn't get off the things that we wanted to, and they were playing very smart because they wanted to kill our battering ram, but that's fine. I can live with the decisions that I made there. So that is the Ram in Regen deck. It's so good. Like, once Battering Ram just gets to a point, especially if Scargrounds is on the board, boom, it all kicks off from there. So you really want to be trying to get Scargrounds as early as possible, but there is not a lot of draw in this deck, and that's the one thing that kind of, like, if you don't draw Scargrounds, your percentage chance of winning drastically drops, but there's still got a few things in there can help maintain and get you through, potentially. And then that just the continuous rallying ability of Katrina, just continuously going in there, boom, 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 Battering Ram's going up. Especially if you put a troll gifts on top of Battering Ram, it's a really high stat for people to have to get past. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed your time here. And if you're not already, I said, like, links all down below for Twitch, which I stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. All these were taken from my stream, as well as there's a Discord link down below if you want to join the Discord and have merriment. We have a monthly games night and movie night. So if you want to get in there, get on the microphone and talk to Gomez, then these options are available to you in there. There's also Wade. My mind will eventually come up with things. The lovely Aurelian Soul t-shirt that I'm wearing. If you want to check out that merchandise, the merch link is down below. But do not feel obliged to buy anything or whatnot. That's just the options if you want them. But I hope you had a great time. If you're not already considered subscribing, why not would you consider it? But other than that, thank you all so much. I hope you have a great day. Until next time, bye.
Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.